Hey, what's up, guys? Trey here, and yesterday I got back my submission from HGA. I sent in about three of my cards July 27th, and they just got back to me yesterday, November 6th. So, took a little bit of time. I did get the 60-day turnaround time that's on the website, and I'll get into more of that later. But I was very excited to get them back, and I was not disappointed. So, if you guys don't know much about HGA, or anything about them, never heard of them, I have one of my cards right here that I sent in, a nice Donovan Mitchell autographed card, got a 9.5. Actually, all my cards got 9.5s. So it's reversed right now because the way I'm recording. But you might have seen these before. HGA, they're also known as Hybrid Grading Approach. So maybe you've heard of them by that name. But they're known for their better looking slabs. And they are. They're much better. I love other pictures I've seen of people who've got their cards graded by them. But as you can see, very colorful style. I don't know what to call this thing up here. But very colorful, more artistic slab. Compared to PSA and Beckett. They're also thicker, I noticed when I got them. They're just very clean, very nice. They're definitely the best looking ones. So I loved getting them back, seeing them. The other two are very nice too. I will say my one issue was the wait time to get my cards back. I did choose the cheapest option, which was a 60-day turnaround time. And at first I actually didn't know it was 60 business days, which I'm pretty sure is just Monday through Friday. But once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, that's my fault. I should have known. But that should have only added a few extra days to my turnaround time. I still should have got them in less than 3 months, but I got them back in over 3 months. Like I said, I submitted them July 27th and didn't get them back till yesterday, the 6th of November. So even though I didn't get my cards back in the time that they should have been, I understood why, because the company just did a great job of communicating. They had alerts on Instagram or like posts updating that they were behind on turnaround times. They changed the turnaround times on the homepage of their website just to communicate that they were falling behind and that you shouldn't really expect to get your cards in the turnaround time that they are listed at. And they just did an amazing job of explaining why. They were very transparent, just basically saying that they were getting more cards than they could handle and they overestimated their ability to get them back in the correct turnaround time. So HGA actually, sorry, I said that weird. HGA actually has a weekly limit to how many cards can be submitted to them. It seems to be around 15,000, 20,000, and they lowered that limit to catch up and try and meet the turnaround times. So it'll definitely go back up. I think they're a little more prepared now to accept more cards. So just for the time right now, they lowered the amount that can be submitted per week. But I've never actually seen them reach the limit. So if you're looking to submit to them, odds are you'll be fine submitting to them. They open up new weekly submissions, like the limit resets on Mondays early in the morning, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it'd be midnight. So I love the communication for them. They're very transparent, unlike PSA and Beckett. So I love that about them. They do very good with their customer service. Even on their website, there's a little button you can click on to chat with someone from their team, I believe, in live time. It's not open on nights, just during the day, but that is a nice option if you want to reach out to them. So lastly, the other good thing is just that this is a very cheap company. Their prices are good, and I think they are very fair compared to others. Their cheapest option was the 60-day option that I chose, and that was just 25 bucks per card, which when you look at PSA and Beckett, they might have offered cheaper grading in the past, but now with the demand for grading cards, they have raised their prices tremendously. So I feel like HGA might be actually the cheapest with this turnaround time. I feel like SGC, which is another grading card company, their slabs are ugly though. I don't like them at all. But they might be 30-day turnaround time, but 30 bucks per card. I can't promise that I'm right on that, but I think it's something like that. So HGA might offer the cheapest card grading. So the other turnaround times, I'm just looking at a sheet here. 30 days, that's 40 bucks per card. 10 days, it's 55 per card, unless you bulk So if you submit 20 or more, you get a bit of a discount, which the 60-day and 30-day turnaround times don't offer. And then for 2-day turnaround time, which with the delay, it's still 2 to 4. So you'll get your cards graded and everything within a week. And that's $80 unless you bulk. So per card, of course. So those are just some of the prices you can look at. And even the $80 for 2-day turnaround time, I don't really know PSA and Beckett what they're charging right now, but I'm pretty sure it's more than that. So they're very cheap, and I just think their prices are very fair for getting your cards graded with them. So really briefly, I also want to mention what it was like while I was waiting for my cards. So when you submit your cards and when they first arrive to HGA, you get a notification that they arrived. And then depending on your turnaround time, it takes a little while before they actually get scanned in. So since I had the 60-day turnaround time, I had to wait about 60 days actually before it got scanned in. So I was kind of thinking after that it wouldn't take much longer to get it graded and returned and everything. But actually, once it got scanned in, it took about another 2 or 3 weeks for me to see another change in the tracking progress. And all of it's tracked on their website, and you'll even get notified through email once it's moving along. So when they got it, I got an email. When it got scanned in, I got an email. And then the next step was grading. So it got scanned. It was on scan for a while. Then it went to grading. And I would say it actually being graded took about a week. So maybe scanning and grading took about 3 weeks there. So once it got graded, the rest of it was quick. It took about 1 or 2 days for them to actually finally ship out my cards. So again, all of this is being tracked on their website, so you can go in and log into your account and view the order and view how far it's getting along. So the shipping back to you, you do have to pay for the shipping. So it was about $8 for me, and it's 2-day shipping through UPS. So only $8. Again, I did only submit 3 cards, so if you submit more, it'll probably cost you a little more because mine came in a pretty small box. So just expect to have to pay for that too. And they even tell you that they add the cost at the end when you submit it, but they don't charge you for it yet, just to throw that out there. But that's just what you can be expecting throughout the process. So it's going to take a while for everything to get done. The 60-day turnaround time isn't, it seemed to be 60 days before it actually got scanned in, and it's a long process, but they do update you throughout the way. So again, that goes along with their good communication. It was great from them, and I just always knew where my cards were in the process. So lastly, I just want to kind of go over whether you guys should get your cards graded with HGA. For me personally, I did all 3 of my cards because I was going to keep them. They were for my own personal collection. I just wanted to get a nice grade for them. I wanted to get them slabbed up, and I thought HGA had the best looking ones by far. So over on this wall over here, I have all of them on a shelf on display, and I feel like HGA offered the best looking ones to have on display. So they were for my own collection. They offered a cheap price too. I'm a broke college student, so price was a big part of my decision too. If they were too expensive, I couldn't have done it, but they offered a very fair price, and I just love the look of them too. So for your own collection, they're a great company to go to because it doesn't cost much extra to get your card graded with them. So if you're keeping it, it really isn't taking a big chunk of money out of your pocket. Now, for investment purposes, HGA grades aren't worth as much, I want to say, as like a Beckett or PSA grade. By that I just mean my cards, all 9.5s. I think if they were graded by Beckett, they'd be worth more. And that just has to do with people maybe not fully trusting HGA yet, just because they are a newer company. They've had a few issues with grading fakes before. They actually don't, they have a list of cards on their website that they won't allow to get graded, including a Jordan 1986 rookie Fleer card, just super expensive cards like that, with high value that also have a lot of fakes they won't accept because they have graded some fakes before. And I think they've cleared up those issues. They've probably given away the like identification number or whatever on the back to say that these are fake. Don't buy them. I just mean like the QR code and everything on the back. I don't know the exact name for that, but they have cleared that up, and they've obviously owned up to their mistake. So by acknowledging it, they can fix it for the future. So I think as far as newer grading card companies go, HGA is definitely the best one. I know a lot of people like SGC as well. They're only like $30 per card, about a 30-day turnaround time, I believe too. But they have very plain looking slabs. It's just not as nice as these, and I feel like those aren't worth as much either. So HGA would definitely be the route to go, I feel. I think they're the best up and coming grading card company. I think as far as I mean, their whole grading process is it goes through a computer and then is looked at by several other people before getting the final grade. So it's a very legit grade. The grade is the same as PSA and Beckett, I'd say, if not even better. I don't know exactly what they do, but if they just have one expert or whatever look at cards at PSA and Beckett, I would say HGA is even maybe better than them when it comes to grades, as it's looked at by multiple people and a newer technology. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope I gave you guys all the information you needed. If not, leave a comment down below. I'll be sure to get back to you guys. I'll even make a video, should come out early tomorrow, maybe later in the day, on how to actually submit your cards to HGA and just how to package and all of that. So be looking out for that too, if you guys would like. And yeah, feel free to leave comments with any questions you guys have. I loved the whole process with HGA. It was great. They're very legit. I wouldn't worry about anything like that from them. They're a very good company, and I definitely think they have a very bright future ahead of them. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.